Today we are going to study the part C of your unit 2 of class 8. There we have reading reaching the unreached. Probably your page number is 26. Sometimes there may be changes in the page number, but you know this is the chapter. So let us read the passage and understand it well with its meaning, and afterwards we'll answer to the question and answers. So we will go through this lesson. So we'll go through this lesson by reading and writing the meanings and also answering to the questions after the reading of the lesson. So let us hear the lesson. Reaching the unreached.
Reaching the unreached. Ramesh was 14 years old. He left his widowed mother and 3 younger sisters back in Bihar. He took up a long travel of hundreds of miles to find a new future. He reached Hyderabad, one of the main cities of India. On reaching the city, he found that the streets were not paved with gold. Finding a job was not an easy task. Cursed by hunger, he joined a group of rag pickers. He started working early in the morning and toiled until late evening, only to earn a mere ₹10 a day. Life was not a dream for him. Luckily, he got a helping hand from the child line when some rescuer called 1098 helpline. Ramesh is now one of the beneficiaries of Andhra Pradesh state-based project for the elimination of child labor.
See, there it is written about Ramesh. Ramesh is a 14 years old boy. What happened to him? Let us say in a nutshell, he is from Bihar, left his family and came to Hyderabad. As it became difficult to get a job, he joined a group of rag pickers. Luckily, he got a helping hand from the child line and got benefit under the project for the elimination of child labor. So in this passage, you have some of the words to understand. The first word is widowed mother. That means the mother who lost her husband. Please write down the meaning. The mother who lost her husband. Then another word in the second paragraph there, paved with gold. What is the meaning of the word paved? P-A-V-E-D. That means covered with gold. So he found that the streets were not paved with gold. So he came to this city, Hyderabad, thinking that there will be a lot of jobs and he'll be getting money. but he did not get because it was not like he was thinking. Then another way to understand there is rag pickers. Rag picker means a person who collects waste material in streets. So if we are going to the cities like Hyderabad or Mumbai or Delhi, Chennai, you'll be seeing a lot of children collecting the waste materials from the streets. They are called rag pickers. So this is the first part about the first part of our reading, the reaching the unreached. Then we have one more person there, one more story. Let us read the story now.
Many such children fall to similar fate due to domestic violence and abject poverty. One such example was Shanti, a 9-year-old kid. She was taken out of the school by her parents and sent to Hyderabad to work in a middle-class home. She suffered all day long, spending her energy on cooking, mopping, cleaning and washing clothes. Worse was to come. The honest locked her up in a tiny room when they went out. She stayed alone, waiting for the day to pass. She recalled her memories with friends at school and she wept. As a direct result of awareness campaigns, the neighbors informed the child labor enforcement team. She was rescued and is now placed in a girls' transit home. Who knows how many such unreached are waiting to be rescued?
See, the second part of this essay is about a girl whose name is Shanti. She's a 9-year-old kid. What happened to her? She was taken out of school by her parents and sent to Hyderabad to work in a house. She suffered all day long with heavy work. She had to work there hard, do all the works there. One day the owner locked her in a tiny room when they went out. The neighbors informed the child labor enforcement team and the girl was rescued. So the child labor enforcement, an organization who helps the children and protects the rights of the children, helped this girl. So in this part, we have some words to understand. So one word is abject. Before that, I think that there is in the previous part, there is another word, rescuer. Who is a rescuer? A person who saves somebody from some difficult situation. That is the meaning of the word rescuer. Rescuer means a person who saves somebody from some difficult situation. So here, this girl left home, or parents sent her because of the terrible poverty. That is the word abject. Abject means A-B-J-E-C-T. Abject means terrible poverty. Because there was nothing to eat. So the parents sent her out to work in a distant place. Then she was working there with doing all the works, cooking, mopping. The mopping means what? Mopping means removing waste liquid with a waste cloth. Removing waste liquid with a waste cloth. So removing all the waste of the house and also cleaning and washing the clothes and every works in that house she was doing. So an organization helped her to get out from this misery. So as a result of awareness campaigns, the neighbors informed the child labor enforcement team. She was rescued and is now placed in girls' transit home. So another girl, Shanti, that's the story of Shanti. So the essay says that there may be many other children. Of course, there are many children around us. Now let us proceed to read the rest of the story. So this is about CRY, Child Rights and You, CRY. So it is an organization that believes that the children are citizens and they have their own rights. So this organization, a government organization, works for the upliftment of the children and protects the rights of the children. So it is important that we also work for them. We also protect the rights of the children. If you know some children are around you and struggling like this, and it is our duty to help them. Now let us read the last part of that story about the CRY, what the CRY has done and what is the work of CRY in general.
Child Rights and You, CRY, CRY, is an organization that believes that children are citizens and they have their own rights. At CRY, they do not believe in charity, nor do they run schools or orphanages. Instead, they partner some basic level organizations working for children, their parents and communities. CRY's role is that of a bridge between child development organizations and people working for marginalized children. They gather the support, money, and time of the Indians around the world and thousands of field workers across India who struggle to enrich the lives of children. CRY has freed more than 1 lakh children from hunger, exploitation, and illiteracy in more than 13,000 villages and slums. The organization has successfully prevented child labor in 648 villages across the nation and liberated 1,152 villages from child marriages. It also has 21,676 out of school children in its account who have now joined schools. These children are now into their childhood and all due opportunities of life.
See, they have done a marvelous work. CRY has freed more than 1 lakh children from hunger. Nothing to eat. They are providing food. Exploitation and illiteracy. Exploitation means abusing children or using the children for something else, unfair treatment to the children. That is what exploitation, unfair treatment. Then what else they have done? The organization has successfully prevented child labor in 648 villages across the nation and liberated 1,152 152 villages from child marriages. So we know there are child marriage, before completing their studies or before they are 18 years old, they are asked to marry, because the parents think that their responsibility is over, especially in the case of girl children. It happens everywhere in India and nobody bothers. These days of COVID-19 also, it seems that many children were married in villages before completing the age. So these are great concerns for us to ponder over and take actions. And government organizations and even and some of your neighbors are getting married. You are supposed to, your children are getting married before they are in age. You are supposed to inform police. We have the right to protect their rights. But most often we don't do that. That is also a truth. Yes. Now it also has 21,676 out of school children in its account who have now joined schools. They have now made them to go to the schools. So these children are into their childhood with all due opportunities of life. So this is what the work of CRY, and this is an organization doing well, and they are completing their responsibilities with all its dedication. So we appreciate the work of CRY. Now we have in the column, we have one more story about SOURCE, the Save Our Soul. What the SOURCE or the Save Our Souls does. Let us read down.
That is SOURCE, S-O-S. SOURCE Children's Village is an independent, non-governmental social development organization that provides family-based care for children in India. It advocates the concerns, rights and needs of children. More than 6,000 children and young people live in 33 SOURCE Children's Village and 27 SOURCE Youth Facilities in India. At SOURCE Children's Village, the organizers at SOURCE Children's Village, the organizers believe that every child should grow up in a strong family environment, and so their work helps families to create a loving, caring home. Their work focuses on strengthening families, helping them to stay together during difficult times and provide the best care possible to their children. The needs of a family can be varied. SOURCE Children's Village experts work with families to help them develop wide range of skills, from household budget planning, how to get a job and earn a living, to bonding with a child or young person and learning to create a stable family life at home. Sometimes, however, it is not possible for a child to stay in the family. In these cases, the organization works to find tailor-made solutions that respond to each situation, keeping the best interest of each child or young person in mind. SOURCE Children's Village is the only organization of global impact that provides direct care to children who can no longer stay with their families. Finally, through advocacy, SOURCE Children's Villages aim to improve the overall framework conditions for children whose parents cannot take care of them or who are at the risk of losing the care of their families. Successful advocacy based on their experience as a practitioner brings about changes in policies and practices that weaken children's rights, lead to sustainable changes to improve the situation for children and families everywhere.
So, SOS is another organization like CRY. It also protects the rights of the children, but it provides family-based care for children in India. It believes that every child should grow up in a strong family environment. So it protects the rights of the children within the family. Then it's the only organization of global impact that provides direct care to children who can no longer stay with their families. It aims to improve the overall framework conditions for children whose parents cannot take care of them. So, like in a family, they take care of the children with much attention. So, sometimes, however, it's not possible for a child to stay in the family. So, extreme cases when the children are there is no way of being a part of the family, the parents cannot take care of them. In these cases, the organization works to find tailor-made solutions and respond to each situation, keeping the best interest of each child or young person in mind. SOS Children's Village is the only organization of global impact, provides direct care to children who can no longer stay with their families. In that case, there are some other facilities are made to protect these children or to take care of them. So these are the two organizations which protect the rights of the children. There are also many other organizations in the world and also in India who takes care of the children and their rights. So we must be able to we must be also concerned about the children around us. So let us read this passage once again. You may hear them, and also I request you to write down all the meanings of the words in this chapter. Okay. After that, we have the comprehension, that is answer the following questions. So thank you very much, students. We are going to conclude. We are concluding the class today, and the question and answers of this class I am sending you through WhatsApp, so you may complete them. Not only this chapter, the previous chapter also I will be sending today. I am sending, so you write the answers for the both part B and part C. Part B is the cry of children, and part C is reaching the unreached. Thank you very much. May God bless you. We will meet another day with the rest of the lesson. Thank you very much.